Well, good evening, everybody. As you can see, the sun is still streaming in through our window. Um, I'm here with Rob, as you can see as well. You're on the screen, Rob. Should have said. Rob and Sue have been hard at work, haven't you guys?
Well, yes, sort of, yes.
Trying to get a quiz together. So um, we'll uh, we'll fire through the questions in a bit, but we're just gonna wait for a few more people to log on. So how are you guys doing anyway, Rob? Are you all right?
Oh, yeah, we're keeping busy. We're keeping as out of mischief as we can. We spent yesterday sitting on the front, getting to know our neighbours, which was nice. This was for VE Day,
Oh,
and
excellent.
yeah, one of our neighbours had put together quite a pack for us to go through. There was a quiz, whoopee, and there was lots of music going on. In fact, there was competing lots of music. One lot were being very good and having music from the 40s, and our next door neighbour was playing REM. Mm.
You see the
So,
connection?
yeah, well, we were in the middle sort of thing. So that was interesting. So
Yeah.
my right ear enjoyed REM. Um, but yeah, that was good. It's good to get to know the neighbours. And yeah, other than that, it's amazing how much there is to do when you've got a garden. Have you noticed? There's always something to do. You think you've finished, and then another weed pops up.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. I think my issue with the gardening was that even though there were lots of jobs to do, and I never really did them. So
Mm.
the lockdown has kind of given me an opportunity to get back on top of things. So
Yes, you would think that us retired people, it wouldn't make a huge amount of difference. And you would think, well, you've probably been retired a few years, you've done all your jobs. All you have to do is just sort of sit with your feet up and enjoy the sunshine. Yes, okay. We always found somewhere to go out to. So when lockdown started, we sort of made a long list of jobs that we should have done over the years of retirement, and we hadn't got round to. Anyway, they're done now,
mm,
mainly.
yeah, good. We've got about I think we've got 28 people
Oh,
according
that's
to
right.
my on
Well,
the well
yeah.
28 connections. We've probably got more than 28 people because there'll be some couples or families or whatever
Oh, social
joining.
distance. Mm.
So what time are we on? We're only on 2 minutes past seven, so or 2 minutes past half past since it started. So we'll just give it another minute, shall we, Rob? And then
Mm.
we'll
Well, in
we'll
theory, I've been advised by young Mr. Curry that his mother's tuning in Carlisle, his sister in Seattle,
well,
where they do all the coffee, and his brother in Atlanta.
yeah.
So, I mean, I've no idea how far away they are. That must be sometime yesterday they were watching. So I don't know. It's a long time ago. They're hours behind us. It's probably going to be sometime in the morning. So, hmm,
mm,
and who knows who else is tuned in?
yeah,
It's great.
yeah, superb.
Hmm.
So, I mean, maybe do you want to explain how it's going to work, Rob, now before we go into it?
Yes. Well, basically, hopefully, everybody, all you guys at home, have got your pen and paper ready. You'll need a fairly big bit of paper. We've got 40 questions for you, 5 rounds of 8 questions, and I'll read each question out, which will be handy, but it'll also be on the screen. So just like when we have the words to the songs on a Sunday morning, it'll be a similar sort of thing there. So if you don't quite catch what I say, or my accent is a bit too strange for you, then it'll be there on the screen for you. And then at the end of the round, we'll get the answers. And they'll be on the screen as well. So you do your own scoring, and then you can let us know how many you've scored when we get to the end. You could do it via the chat box at the side of your screen, those of you watching on YouTube. Or you could, and this is probably the best way to do it, is send us an email to finance at hebronec.co.uk. We'll remind you of that again before the end of the quiz. That's finance at hebronec.co.uk. And that's the benefit of that, of course, is for those who are not doing the quiz live, they may be doing it later on this evening because it's more convenient for them, or they're coming in from the sunbathing or whatever. But the winner will be announced tomorrow morning. So during the course of the service tomorrow morning. So we'll find out who's the winner, or
Um,
whether there's going to be a tie break.
I think
Hmm.
I think Emma's asking Rob, is there a prize, or is the prize just bragging rights? Is that the prize?
Prize is bragging rights.
Okay.
Prize is bragging rights. How would we get you the prize if there was one? So yeah, I think it's bragging rights, and of course, hey, if you win, you get the chance to brag. But of course, one of the reasons why that question's been asked, Sam Curry has cake apparently. Good. One of the reasons that people are asking is, of course, the prize used to be, if you win, you did the next quiz. It's amazing how many people got a lot of questions wrong in the last round. Know what I mean?
Yeah. Very good. Right. Well, I'm gonna disappear, I think, Rob, and leave it to you. Well, I'm gonna disappear from the screen. I'm not gonna.
No, I know what you mean.
You're
still be there. You're putting the words up.
Yeah.
Okie dokie.
I'll leave it to you, and we can crack on. I'll just switch you over. Hold on a second, and I'll let you know.
Oh, does that mean they're going to get a big picture of me? Oh well, there we go. And here I am, eh? Right now, people, you know why. Some folks take a picture of me and put it up by the fireplace. It keeps the kids away from the fire. Right, let's get on with our first round of tonight's quiz. Hope you're looking forward to this. Let's have a look to start off with for our first 8 questions. What else has been going on in 2020? Yes, we've got 8 questions, life before lockdown. So here's your first question. The UK left the European Union at 11 p.m. on which date? When did we leave the European Union? Right, second question. And if I'm going too fast, communicate that on the comments at the side, and Sue, who's watching in the other room, will tell me what you say. So anyway, here's the second question. Children under the age of 12 are banned from doing what in football practice? What are children under the age of 12 banned from doing in football practice? Right, third question. Who asked London voters if he could sleep on their sofas as part of his bid to become mayor? Just going to shut the door. There we go. So, well, there might be another one. Yeah, it's probably in the Bible round. No, I'm joking. Okay, fourth question. Hilary Mantel completed her Thomas Cromwell trilogy with which novel? That's Hilary Mantel, who seems to be winning all sorts of prizes for her books, has completed her Thomas Cromwell trilogy with which novel? It's certainly big enough. It's about this thick. Man, it was big print. Question number 5. Sam Rowley won the Wildlife Photographer of the Year for his picture featuring a pair of mice doing what? Wildlife Photographer of the Year, a picture of a pair of mice doing what? As a photographer, well, an attempted photographer, so I look at that and think, wow, I wish I could get one that good. Right, here's another question for Ben. Which English football club received a 2-year ban from European football for breaching UEFA's financial rules? 2-year ban from Europe for breaching UEFA's financial rules. Mm, yeah, yeah. I figured that was the case. Mm, I think he's inclined the other way, if you get my drift. Without revealing what the answer is just yet. I think he likes another team, traditional rivals. Mm. Which character left Coronation Street after 80 years to move into the retirement complex Still Waters? And I wonder if they'll write in COVID-19 into this. Anyway, which character left Coronation Street after 80 years to move into the retirement complex Still Waters? And the last of the questions on life before lockdown, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex have decided to set up home in which US state? The Duke and Duchess of Sussex set up home in which US state? Right, hopefully you've got 8 answers there. So let's have a look what I think they are. This may vary. Right, the United Kingdom left the European Union at 11 p.m. on January the 31st, 2020. And then children under the age of 12 were banned from heading the ball in football practice. Can't see how that's going to work out when they grow up. I can see that going wrong. The chap who asked London voters if they could sleep on their sofas was, of course, our former fairly local MP, Rory Stewart. Hilary Mantel's latest novel, The Mirror and the Light. The Mirror and the Light. It's very good. It's certainly keeping Sue quiet. Sam Rowley's Wildlife Photographer of the Year picture featured a pair of mice fighting over a scrap of food on the London Underground platform. It's an excellent picture. You really need to see that one if you can. And of course, as Ben will tell you very quickly, Manchester City were the English football club who had a 2-year ban from European football. Staying with Manchester, Ken Barlow it was who left Coronation Street after 80 years. It would have to be. I think he's the only one that's been there long enough. And the Duke and Duchess of Sussex have set up home in California, apparently. So there you go. Right, tot up your scores. You won't need all your fingers just yet. So, and then we'll move on to the next round. And the next round is going to take us to Carlisle, through the ages.
But you keep saying,
Okay. The producer has just been in. Social distancing, thankfully. Right, apparently I keep saying, so I won't do that anymore. Right, Carlisle through the ages. Question number 1. Who started building Carlisle Castle in 1093? Who started building Carlisle Castle in 1093? And the second question, who was proclaimed king in Carlisle in July 1307 after his father died on Brough Marsh? There you go, said it again. I used to have a teacher that used to do that. Gordon will remember probably, because we were at school together. And every time he said so, it was he used to say a lot. And he used to sort of, done it again. Which side was Carlisle on during the English Civil War? The Roundheads or the Royalists? I'm going to do it all the time now. Roundheads or Royalists? What were we in Carlisle during the English Civil War? Who was proclaimed king at Carlisle Cross on the 16th of November 1745? Be very careful with this one. Who was proclaimed king at Carlisle Cross on the 16th of November 1745? And question 5. Which leading actor in the Carry On films received his initial army training at Carlisle Castle in 1944? That's one of the Carry On actors. That's for the older folk will remember the Carry On films. I suspect some of the younger folk will think, what on earth is that? But which leading actor in the Carry On films received his initial army training at Carlisle Castle in 1944? Question 6. Which year did the Border Regiment cease to exist? Yeah, it's one of those questions. Why was that? It's because they merged. Question 7. How many arches are there in the portico, that's the front entrance, at Carlisle Citadel Railway Station? How many arches are there in the portico, that's the front entrance, at Carlisle Citadel Station? That deserves a That's a definite question. And then the last question of this round, whose statue stands in front of the Eastern Citadel Tower? Whose statue stands in front of the Eastern Citadel Tower? Right. Let's have a see what the answers are. Carlisle through the ages. Question number 1. Started building Carlisle Castle in 1093 was William II. That's William Rufus. Probably worked that one out because William I or William the Conqueror came across in 1066. So it's bound to be not him. So it's William II, William Rufus. Proclaimed king in Carlisle in July 1307 after his father died on Brough Marsh. Well, it was Edward I who died on Brough Marsh. Therefore, it was Edward II who was proclaimed king in Carlisle just after that. Carlisle was a Royalist city. The city was besieged for 8 months by the Roundheads, but it was a Royalist city. And proclaimed king at Carlisle Cross on the 16th November 1745. We all think 1745, oh yes, it's going to be Bonnie Prince Charlie. Well, it wasn't. Bonnie Prince Charlie was, his dad was still alive. So he was the one who was proclaimed king. James III was proclaimed king at Carlisle Cross. The carry-on actor who received his initial army training at Carlisle Castle in 1944 and loved every minute of it was Kenneth Williams. You might know. Yes, Kenneth Williams spent a lot of time in Carlisle in 1944. In his autobiography, apparently, he absolutely loved it. The Border Regiment ceased to exist. That's probably a coincidence. In 1959. It merged in with the King's Own Borderers, I think it became. There are 5 arches in the portico at Carlisle Citadel Station. You'll be going past next time when we get out, and you'll be counting them. But I'm reliably informed by the director, the producer, who must be obeyed. There is 5. And the statue in front of the Eastern Citadel Tower is the 1st Earl of Lonsdale. I didn't know that either. So there we go. Right, that's the second round. On to the third round. How are we doing? Hope you're managing to answer a few of these. We now come on to one of Sue's specialities, the Bible mixed bag, it says here. So, without any further ado, question 1 of the Bible mixed bag. What relation was King David to Ruth the Moabitess? Don't you start. That's fair comment. Yes, yes, I can hear Steve and his comments to this, and he's trying to get me to go. What relation was King David to Ruth the Moabitess? Which is the odd one out in this group? Jude, Obadiah, Nahum, Philemon. One of these is the odd one out. This is coming up next, is where you'll need a reasonable amount of paper to write on. And we had a debate about how to word the question. Name the 9 fruits of the Spirit, and you get 1 point for each. We should do a bonus point for getting them in order. The 9 fruits. Is it fruits of the Spirit or is it fruit of the Spirit? Singular. You think it's singular, right? Well, we're both for singular, right? Anyway, there's 9 of them. Okay. Who succeeded Solomon as king and lost half the kingdom? Yes. Okay. Well, we'll hang on a bit. Yes, because there are some long words. There's some short ones as well. Oh well, moving on. You'll have to remember. Has he found it now? Well, we don't know. He's found his pen. Brilliant. So presumably he's got the next question. That's okay. Right. Question number 5. What was the diet of John the Baptist? And then question number 6. What relation was Keturah to Abraham? Yes. What relation was Keturah to Abraham? All right, question number 7. Which is the odd one out? Athens, Alexandria, Corinth, and Rome. That's Athens, Alexandria, Corinth, and Rome. And then the last question in this round, and I better give you plenty of time for Sam to lose his pen again. Name the 7 churches mentioned in Revelation. That's the ones for the letters to. Yes, the 7 churches mentioned in Revelation. Spelling them could be interesting. It's a good job it's not a spelling test. Although when you put the answers up on the screen, that rather destroys that one, doesn't it? Right, probably able to move on and come up with the answers. I couldn't, my mind went blank. I couldn't remember if I've done the answers yet. Of course I haven't. Fool. What relation was King David to Ruth the Moabitess? Great grandson. Great grandson. The odd one out from Jude, Obadiah, Nahum, and Philemon, we have down Nahum, as the other books only have one chapter. Oh, yes. The 9 fruit of the Spirit are in order: love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, and gentleness, and self-control. You may, at some point, have long-suffering and meekness. As long as you end up with 9, that's probably good. Rehoboam succeeded Solomon as king and lost half the kingdom, or Rehoboam. John the Baptist managed to live on locusts and wild honey. Keturah was Abraham's second wife. And the odd one out from Athens, Alexandria, Corinth, and Rome is Alexandria. The others were visited by Paul in Acts. And the 7 churches mentioned in Revelation are Ephesus, Smyrna, Pergamum, Thyatira, Sardis, Philadelphia, and Laodicea. Bet there's some interesting spellings. Now, I think, in theory, you should have up to about 22 points in that round. So that is definite a shoes and socks job. Be interesting to see. We're down to round 4 already. This is a general knowledge round, so anything could crop up here. Eyes down for a full house. What was the name of the tower block where Del Boy and Rodney Trotter lived in Only Fools and Horses? The name of the tower block. How many different teams have won the Premier League, this is football again, since the start of the inaugural season in 92-93? How many different teams have won the Premier League? Let me think about that. At least you don't have to name them, but certainly we need a number. Dear people at home, as you might understand, some stick is being given off air. Okay. Question number 3. Name the song and the artist for the following lyric. Maybe I'm foolish. Maybe I'm blind, thinking I can see through this and see what's behind. What song is that from? Not one we sing on a Sunday morning. Maybe I'm foolish, maybe I'm blind, thinking I can see through this and see what's behind. Now, if you completed the 3 Peaks Challenge, which 3 UK mountains would you have climbed? If you completed the 3 Peaks Challenge. I've been up 2 of them, I think. Yes, I think I've been up 2 of them. Not necessarily on my own 2 legs. Okay, who played the Prime Minister Jim Hacker in Yes, Prime Minister? Who played Prime Minister Jim Hacker in Yes, Prime Minister? It's a television programme that goes back a way, so some of the older folk might go straight to that one, and some of the younger folk might think, what? Going back a little further in time, divorced, beheaded, died, divorced, beheaded, survived. Who was Henry VIII's last wife? The one that survived him. Who was it? Which country has the longest coastline in the world? This is question 7 now. Which country has the longest coastline in the world? Visualizing them, the world map sort of thing. Could be that one. And the last of our questions in the general knowledge round, what do Lord of the Rings author J.R.R. Tolkien's initials stand for? This is probably a regular one that crops up, I'm sure it is. What do J.R.R. stand for? There are a lot of quizzes on the go at present, and I'm sure a lot of the questions are overlapping. Okay, let's have a see what the answers were. Boy and Rodney lived in Nelson Mandela House. A fine place. There have been 6 different football teams winning the Premier League since the start of the inaugural season. Manchester United, Manchester City, Chelsea, Arsenal, Leicester and Blackburn. There will, of course, or there better be, 7 shortly. Stop laughing, you. The song and the artist for the lyric I came out with was Human by Rag and Bone Man. I like that. That's probably why it's in the general knowledge quiz. If you completed the 3 Peaks Challenge, the 3 UK mountains you would have climbed were Ben Nevis, Snowdon and Scafell Pike. There's a cable car thingy up Ben Nevis, there's a train up Snowdon. That's probably why I haven't done Scafell Pike. Paul Eddington is the actor who played Jim Hacker, Prime Minister Jim Hacker in Yes, Prime Minister. Excellent programme. Apparently it's Margaret Thatcher's favourite television programme. Moving on swiftly. Henry VIII's last wife was Catherine Parr, and she was from Kendal. Cumbrian has survived him. The country with the longest coastline in the world, as you can see now, is Canada. And J.R.R. stands for John Ronald Reuel. I presume that's how you pronounce that? Reuel, R-E-U-E-L. R-E-L, John Ronald Rule. Right, tot up your scores. You don't get bonus points for naming the football teams, unfortunately. Up to the last round, Steve. Dear me. Right. Last round of the night. 8 questions. How much do you know about Hebron? Seems ages since we were there. Probably because it is. Okay, question number 1. Where is the round window in Hebron? A nice easy one to start us off with. Where is the round window? Feel like I'm doing rainbow, doesn't it? Shall we look through the round window? What's the day? Saturday. Question number 2. What is the title of the dark blue hymn book used by the Sunday 9:30 service? Number 3. How many steps are there from the pavement to the Crown Street door? Yes. We go up and down them so often, but how many are there? Question number 4. What is the text on the outside wall of the main hall? Question number 5. How many recycling bins are there in the long corridor? It could have been a lot worse. We did start off by asking about the colours of the lids and what went in them. So it could have been worse. We settled on how many actual recycling bins are there. Now then, question number 6. What is the text on the wooden plaque in the main entrance? Yeah, what is the text on the wooden plaque in the main entrance? Question number 7. Oh, I better wait a minute though, because there's a lot to write down for that. Question number 7. Where is the assembly point in case of fire if we're in Hebron? It's one of those questions, if you didn't know the answer, then you really have benefited from knowing the answer. Just in case, hope we never need to know, but it has actually happened once. No, we couldn't use it, as it turned out, but so where do you go in case of fire? And then the very last question, assuming that Botchergate runs roughly north to south, okay, north-south line, how many external windows, that's windows from inside looking outside in Hebron, face west? How many windows have we got that face west? So if Botchergate's north to south, how many windows face west? That's looking from inside to the outside. It's all gone very quiet. Okay, would you like some answers? I think you probably would. The round window in Hebron is, of course, above the cupboards in Kids' Zone. If you hadn't noticed it was there, when we get back in, go and have a look. It's a lovely round window, is that one. The title of the dark blue hymn book in Hebron is Hymns of Faith. And there are 4 steps from the pavement to the Crown Street door. One of them is only a very small step, but it's a step nevertheless. There are 4 steps. The text on the outside wall of the main hall, which is a very good one because it can be seen by people passing by on the trains, peace through Jesus Christ. There are, from memory, 5 recycling bins in the long corridor. That's those blue ones with the different coloured lids. The text on the wooden plaque in the main entrance, I was asked this question by the person who actually carved it, and that's Alan Patterson of Word on Wood. If any man be in Christ, he is a new creation. It's only a little one, it's only about this big. It's there in the entrance hall. Last time I saw it, it was next to the notice boards where you've got the pictures of the leaders and deacons and people like that. It's just round the corner from that. Last time I saw it. If any man be in Christ, he is a new creation. If we get a fire in Hebron, then we go down to Christchurch Gardens. That's the little park place further down Botchergate. If all else fails, you go to Vases, yes. But strictly speaking, we should go to our official assembly point is Christchurch Gardens. And then we have, by our reckoning, 3 windows that face west from Hebron. One is in the upper room, one is in the youth space, and people with longer memories remember when Operation Mobilisation used to be up there. That was the window to Peter Maiden's office. And the third one is the shower cubicle, which of course used to be the old ladies' toilets. All of those windows face west, and we don't think there are any more, unless you know different. And there you go. We'd be delighted to know we've got to the end of the quiz. It's a case of touching up all your scores and letting us know either in the comments alongside the YouTube video there, or sending them to finance@hebronec.co.uk, and then the winner will be announced sometime during the service tomorrow.
I've joined you again, Rob, so everybody can hear me again.
You were sitting to attention, yes.
Yeah, thanks very much for that.
You're welcome.
That was great. I had no idea that there was a wooden plaque in the entrance hall. Not a clue. Freddie's asking, what was the round number 3 out of, Rob? If you can have a look.
Round number 3, I think that was the Bible mixed bag. I think I worked it out to be 22 altogether. So we'll add 8 from that one, and we add 14, 22. And the director's just confirmed that from the other studio. So yes, round 3 is out of 22. So so the whole round thing, I think, is out of 62. So it'll be interesting to see what sort of scores we're getting.
The roundabout Carlisle was absolutely, well, I didn't write any of mine down, but it completely destroyed me, I'm afraid. But I think possibly not being English and not maybe necessarily having an interest in English history particularly, probably destroyed me a little bit in that one. But,
there was quite a bit of history there, yes. We're leaving other questions for just in case there are future quizzes.
Good. We've got some scores coming in. Ooh, the Halliwells or Yvonne. Ooh, the Mackays. The Mackays are now in the lead with 34.
Oh, right. out of 62. Very good. We've made it too easy.
Wow. No, that's good going if you got 34. Wow. To be honest, I think any score is pretty good in that one. Some of those were pretty tough.
Yes, our quizzes were. I don't know. People seem to keep asking us to do it again, but
I think it's better people saying, "Oh, that was a bit hard," rather than that was a bit too easy. I think.
yes,
I want to find a balance.
yes, it is a case of finding a balance and finding what people might know.
Mm. Yeah, no, I thought it was a good quiz. Sam is asking for same time next week.
Yes, I was aware of that. He seems to think this could become a regular thing. Yes, well, it shouldn't be a problem. Same time next week if Sam's going to do them. Gauntlet thrown down.
Yeah. No, it was really good. Yeah, some thanks coming in to you guys now from various people. So
Oh, good.
they're also appreciative. So that's good.
Well, that's nice.
Well done. Toby got the train arches right, apparently.
Really?
Yeah, that's pretty good going. He's a big fan of the trains, though, I believe.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Well,
Harvey, you're saying you've missed it. You haven't. You can go back and watch it again if you like, and send your score or whatever you get to finance@hebronec.co.uk, and we'll read out whoever wins tomorrow.
And make sure you do it in real time and no fast forwarding to get to the answers.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, a few people saying that they missed it. Don't worry if you missed it. You can watch it back again. The answers are in the quiz, so just have a watch again and pit your wits against everyone, but just maybe not at the same time. And we'll discover whoever the final winner is tomorrow morning. But the leaders at the moment are Team Mackay, so well done to you.
Well done, Team Mackay. Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
So 11 o'clock kickoff in the morning?
Yes, unless you want to tune in to Kids Zone Live. That's at 10 a.m. as well, and both are on our YouTube channel, so please do join in with those tomorrow. I've got a bit of a Sunday off tomorrow. Well, not really. I'll be doing the tech behind the scenes, but you won't see my face. It's probably a welcome relief for some. But yes, Brian and I think Esther are going to be helping us out tomorrow. So looking forward to that. Oh yes, and everyone's saying it's onesie Sunday apparently tomorrow. I don't own a onesie, so I'll just make do with my pajamas, I think. Do you have a onesie, Rob?
No. Can you imagine? That's
No, I knew the answer before I asked
it's not going well, this, is it?
I wanted to see what your face would look like when I asked.
I'm trying desperately. I mean, I presume that's these one-piece things you see, like in people like look like a cat or something, or a zebra or something like that.
Yeah, Zach's got an amazing one. He's got a lion one that has a mane and everything. It's amazing.
All right.
They don't do those, sadly, for adults. So
the lady next door to us has one of those big sort of brown dogs, sort of fairly pale brown dogs. I wouldn't like to say exactly what breed it is. I think there's a few involved, but I sort of keep wanting her to get a wig done like a lion's mane, so she could wander off doing her exercise with the dog, with this, because it would look just like a lion. It's about the right colour, about the right size. He's a baddie buster, but yes, that would be fun. So tomorrow morning we'll need our glass of red liquid and
Yes, we're doing communion
yeah,
every week now, so um,
it does as well to remember.
yeah, good. Well, I think people probably don't want us to listen to us natter on about nothing, so we'll say
Even the
cheerio
television's got better than that, hasn't it?
until tomorrow. And thanks for tuning in. Thanks again to you, Rob and Sue.
Well, glad you've enjoyed it, folks.
And yeah, we'll
Tomorrow.
definitely do something like this again. I think in well, as long as lockdown goes on, I guess we'll
Gluttons for punishment.
yeah, good stuff. All right, well, take care, everyone.
Bye, folks.
See
Bye.
ya. Bye bye.